You might want to silence your cell phones, whoever that was. Appreciate that. Glad it wasn't me. It reminded me of silencing my cell phone. Yes, I know my sunglasses are on my head. Those are for when I get stuff in both of my eyes up here, so you guys can't see that. You know. What an honor to represent such a man, and just to know all of you guys, and thank you for showing up, for paying your respects that will only be received in cash. With this crowd, that will be accepted with 2 forms of ID, though. One of my favorite stories that Dad would always tell was there was one of our buddies that was a giant. He was like 6'8". He was down at the machine shop. He came in. I was real little, probably 3, 4, 5, and he goes, "Hey, what's your name?" And I go, "I'm Big T." And he just got a kick out of that. He cracked up. He loved telling that story. Also, the first time that he held me, I peed on him. He goes, "Well, it's better to be pissed on than pissed off." You know what I mean? But there's. Is that Vivian?
Yeah.
Hi. I see you. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for pointing you out. What's that? So his last week, he was in St. Louis, and there was a determining factor that it was right before Allison's service, you know, on whether or not I should go out there or not. And I got a phone call that that changed that, and we went out and got to spend that last week with him. And I walked in, he was in ICU, and he goes, "Hey man," we go, "What are we getting out of here? What's going on? Like you look great, you look fine. Like, what's happening?" And he goes, I heard you were coming. It kind of brought me back a little bit, you know, and Angela, we got to talk about, you know, what to do, what to keep, what's important, what needs to be taken care of. And Angela goes, "Hey, why don't you figure out what he wants for the service, you know, because I can never get him to tell me, you know." And so she always said, he goes, "He just keeps telling me, surprise me. And she just goes, I need more than that. I need more. She's the details, you know what I mean? Like, okay, we're gonna be here, and you're gonna bring this, and then the weather, and then that, and I mean, all you ladies, I appreciate all of that. You keep all of these guys, you know, clothed and smelling decent, you know what I mean? Like, without you ladies, it definitely would be a mess. But I go, "Yeah, no problem, I got it." And I'm talking to Dad, and I go, "Hey, so I know you want to be cremated, you know, it's I know that, but what do you want to do with the ashes?" He goes, "Oh, I don't care." I go, "Cool. I'm gonna put you in a cardboard box and throw you in Claire's closet with Grandma and Grandpa." And we howled. Oh my gosh, yeah, like, "Oh, now you care? Now you care? Oh, okay. I thought you said you didn't care. All right." One of Dad's crazy tactics for having a conversation was he would engage and then just leave you dangling. He'd be like, "You know what really pisses me off?" Did he forget that he started talking to me? No, I don't. What is it? Like, this guy do that all the time, right? So I got the pleasure of doing that to Angela. I go, "So he told me what he wants for his service." She's just on pins and needles, like, "What is it?" This is what he said. He said, "Surprise me." Oh my gosh. So welcome to Rusty's surprise party. 2, 3.
Surprise!
He's right over there, by the way. Someone turn him. Why is he looking away? Turn him around. Turn him around. Oh my gosh. I wrote notes down and they're not going in the order that I wrote them, so give me a minute here. It is truly an honor and a privilege just to know each and every one of you. My gosh, I mean, it's just one of my friends said, he goes, you guys are like in the mafia, you know what I mean? It's like, you guys got a guy. You got a guy for that, you know what I mean? There's always somebody. Like, hey, windshield guy, yeah, we got a guy for that. Oh, a tire guy, yeah, chrome guy. What do we got? A backhoe guy. We got the guys, right? Everybody. We got it all over the place. And there's no way that I could get all of these people together with a single invitation, except for about Dad. You know what I mean? Just like, I mean, this crowd doesn't belong together. You know what I mean? At all. You never see any of these people hanging out with each other. Maybe like the ones that are sitting next to each other. That's about it. But leave it up to him. You know, he was like the ultimate connector. You know what I mean? He just like, he either brought people up and elevated them, you know, and helped them, or knew who to connect them to. You know what I mean? He just goes, hey, you know, you need to talk to this guy over here. You know, you guys are kind of doing the same thing. Yeah, this guy's doing the same thing. Like, you know, get together, talk to this guy. You know, and just like, and it just built communities, just built like relationships and just packs and just such camaraderie. Just to even see all of you guys here, all of you guys together, it's truly a blessing, and it's a privilege to just be representing all of this. It's truly amazing. Okay, enough of the teary sobby stuff. We'll get back to some jokes. Oh, yeah, I did. Thank you for leaving that in the notes. Forgot to introduce myself. Yes, you did. Did you forget to introduce yourself? Yes, I did. I am the kid that crashed the 32 Ford 5-window coupe. Who knew you could become famous from crashing somebody else's stuff? You know what I mean? I remember going down to the reliability run, and they knew me. They knew me there. I was the kid that crashed the 32 Ford. And one of the guys over there, he goes, hey kid, I crashed one too. I'm like, yeah, all right, man, we're homies, we're good. It's awesome. That was also the, what was that? Yeah, I left that spread all over Lou Young in Rancho Cordova. Yes, that is the same road that I crashed an Audi Turbo Quattro about 100 miles an hour up underneath the guy's Toyota pickup, drag racing it out there. I did avoid that road like the plague for quite some time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Someone show that old dude how to work his phone. They should have seen the signs, though. That's all I'm saying. Should have seen the signs. I mean, you raise a kid on the Dukes of Hazzard. I mean, what's going to happen? I mean, I do my own stunts. You know what I mean? I do my own stunts. Mom knows the story. I got to ride my tricycle off the front porch on Lincoln Way. Who gives a pedal car and a tricycle to a kid on a 45-degree angled driveway that goes down into Lincoln Way, one of the main drags? I'm surprised I'm here. I'm surprised I'm alive. That is crazy. Yes. I shot for 21. You know, I was like, 21, that's going to be a nice ripe old age for me, and then I'll check out after that. You know, that didn't work. It didn't work at all. That 32 Ford. So the story goes that it wasn't running proper, you know, and it needed to be cleaned out. So I was gonna do him a favor. It was his birthday. He was gonna take it out, you know, and you know, I wanted to. You were there. You were driving the other vehicle that I raced. So I wanted to clean that thing out, get it running properly. You know, I'll do that for him, right? I cleaned it out. all over recyclable. There you go. But I learned that from Dad. We went to Grandma's house one time, and he goes, we gotta stop off at Grams. Her truck's not running proper. She had a blue Chevy step side, lowered a little bit. Coolest grandma in town. He goes, she just puts this thing around and never, gets the carbon built up in there, and he explained it to me, and then before we know it, we're going down the highway, we're doing 100 miles an hour, floored, we're cleaning this thing out. So I go, okay, all right. That's where I think I got my patented flog and smog. You gotta flog it and then smog it. California, that's a tip. You write that down, Californians, all right? You got problems with smog, you flog it, then you smog it, all right? It's patented though, so you're gonna have to cut me in on that deal. I remember telling him, I go, Dad, when I grow up, I'm not gonna drive like you do. He never forgot that, by the way. He goes, yeah, remember you told me that? He goes, yeah, little did I know that it was going to be worse. Much, much worse. I remember he was talking to Gary Cope about that, and he goes, well, he's like, I got 2 boys, and he's either going to be one way or the other. He's going to keep crashing them, or he's going to never crash anything ever again. Well, we all know how that turned out, right? I am a stuntman. No, those are no accidents. He took me to a guy, I'll never forget, he took me to this guy, maybe you guys know his name, but I can't remember. The guy was a stuntman. I was very, very little, and I got to see, he goes, we're gonna go over, and this dude, he's gonna pull some stunts. And he had cars stood straight up on end. And he comes driving down at like 50 miles an hour. He comes through, suspension's working, and I'm going, what? And he blasts into this car, and it spins up in the air and is over, but he's gone by the time it comes back down, right? And then he's doing jumps, he's launching this thing. This is real life Dukes of Hazzard. I'm going, oh my gosh. He took me to see the craziest things that nobody would even believe me. I'm a kid, I'm going, dude, we saw this guy crash his car and jump this thing. We took over to the dam in Auburn, we saw that blow out, and they're going, yeah, kid, yeah, right, Mike. All right, you don't know. Oh. One of the many that should be recognized is my mother, Janice Stevens. Thank you. For obvious reasons, I wouldn't be here, right? But there is a list of women with that Stevens last name. And no, Jerry, I'm not talking about the ex-wives list. I'm talking about a list of warrior women. Yes, if there's going to be extra parking for all the ex-wives. But there is a list of strong women, Stevens women, and it definitely takes a lot to deal with a Stevens man. My gosh, props to you. You earned that last name for sure. I wanted to be your son, thank you. How do you sum up Rusty Stevens? Kidding me? I guess the short answer would be a porcupine. You stroke him the right way, he's smooth as silk. You go the opposite way and you'll feel it. You're gonna quill your ass, right? But that messed me up at a young age, and it didn't really make sense for the things that I figured that I should be killed over, such as driving the truck into the house at like 10 years old. That black one out there, actually, I crashed the hell out of that truck. I ran it into the house when I was 10 years old, and I come up, and I'm freaking out. I'm going, Dad, I crashed the truck. I crashed it, and he's going, what's going on? And he walks out, and he starts laughing. He laughed at me. I go, I'm 10 years old. I go, this doesn't make any sense. This isn't like the right reaction. I don't understand this, but You definitely don't wrap the bread the wrong way though. Okay, wrap that bread the wrong way. All right, there's lash. There's lash. It's coming. Like, that was it. You crash this vehicle, make you famous. Bread, you're dead. It's done. So, I couldn't even believe it. I guess everybody has their trigger, right? I have to give a special thanks to Angela Stevens, my wicked stepmother. Without you, I don't believe that any of us would have gotten the last 15 years of life with Dad. I appreciate that. I love you. That's it. I love you too. I didn't say that. That's all right. I love all of you. Just in case I left somebody out. I want to be playing favorites up here.
That's pretty funny to cover.
Oh my gosh. All right.
He's showing Trevor.
Show of hands. How many of you have had Rusty pissed at you at one time or another?
Okay.
What? Oh, come on, dude. Whoever raised their hands, make sure you turn to them and let them know that they probably deserved it. I know I did. Over and over. What, all that said aside, he was one of the most giving people I've ever seen, and proud to have had him as an example. I watched him take people in, give them a chance when they didn't deserve it, watched him loan money without expecting it to come back. My favorite, to be a part of the most amazing camaraderie. When you can break it down, and a friend or family, excuse me. When you can break down, and a friend or family will come and get you, put you up, fix your car, whatever you need, you know what I mean? Like, I found myself out of money, coming out of Texas one time, and we just called them up, and my buddy decided to let him know we're over there. Hey, we're stopping by. We're gonna come see you guys, right? We're out of gas. We're out of beer. We're out of money. We need our clothes washed. But we want to see you guys. We're gonna come back, okay? And my buddy that was with us, they're talking around the dinner table about, we can't get the guys to come in, the framers. Framers can't want showing up, and we got to get this done, and we put some closets in and sheet the office and all this, and okay, yeah, that's unfortunate. He goes, Trevor knows how to do that. Dude. Next morning we get up, he's watching TV, I grab the remote. What's going on? I go, we're going to work, dude. It's like, but I don't know how to do that. Yeah, you're about to. Come on. It was fun though. We got to help them out, and towards the end of all that, we got re-upped and we got sent on our way. And just to know that just to have a group of people that you can call on, and it's like that conversation kind of goes, so what are you doing? Whenever you get that question, you're busy, all right? Just I'm pretty busy. What's going on? Oh, nothing. I broke down on the side of I-5, and I need a 5-on-5 spare and a jack and a lug wrench. Bring some sandwiches and the water while you're at it. How cool is that, just to have all those people in your back pocket? You know what I mean? One of my favorite things to witness was how he would see something in someone and elevate whoever he could. Whether he was hiring them, mentoring and coaching them, or just connecting them to the right people. We all know what that's like. Some of us in this room each know each other because he paid attention and he knew to connect them. Yes, I did say that. I never forget being down in Santa Monica. I had, it was Easter Sunday. I had a spark plug shoot out of my car. And I figured out it was Easter Sunday when I was walking around trying to buy some tools, and everything was shut down. What is Santa Monica? What is going on with this town? This place is a ghost town. What's going on? What do we call him? I think you call Morton or one of the boys, something like that. Oh yeah, where are you? Yeah. 3 miles south, there's a guy who runs a BMW shop. He was at the reliability run. He's a hot rodder, so we'll call him in the morning. Just bed down, and we'll get that figured out. Like, who can do that, right? I'm pretty sure that Google Maps based themselves off Rusty Stevens. It makes sense. Google gonna look for a restaurant in my location. Come on, call up Dad. I don't know where you were, anywhere. You know, like we'd be in the middle of Nevada somewhere or something like that, and you go, where are you? Oh yeah, we're behind the grocery store. There's a little hole-in-the-wall Chinese restaurant. No sign. No sign. Knock 3 times on the door. Order the pot stickers. At number 4. What? How is that even possible? Like this guy, it's like it seemed like he would just had been everywhere, right? Been everywhere and eaten at their restaurants. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's so crazy. I'll never forget when I discovered Pink Floyd in high school. I go, hey, Dad, do you know who Pink Floyd is? He goes, yeah. Their tour bus broke down and we helped them fix it. And you can't get away with nothing with this guy. It's crazy. And apparently I've never discovered anything. The coolest part was seeing him learn that it's not worth getting all worked up over. All of these little things. He learned that it's truly heavy to carry all of that around with you. He learned how to not be excitable. I watched him study communication, love language, which all of us should study, by the way. Oh, I wrote those down just in case. The 5 love languages are, which, just so you know, all of your women are good at all of these, okay? So like, this is like for the men, you know what I mean? Words of affirmation, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch, acts of service. They're good at all those. The men try and like sum it all up, you know what I mean? They do these, but they just do them in a different order. And it usually goes like, quality acts of physical touch. Right? It's cool to know a man that never quit. He always wanted to be better. He always wanted to grow. He always wanted to grow his mind. He always wanted to, find something, somehow, some way. They did it back then. Maybe how to do it better. It was truly a blessing to have that as an example. I had a front row seat to him giving everything a green light. I've never seen somebody fail so much in my life.
See everybody.
Also known as figuring it out what not to do. So that's the blessing of that. He had so much wisdom from all of the experience. I should know I spent the better part of my life trying to prove him wrong. It did not work out. It did not work out. The rest of it doing something because I didn't want to prove him right. I go, no, I probably shouldn't do this because he said that this would happen and I don't want to make him right. So save myself. We're all better from knowing him. Such a courageous man. Courage is not just one of the virtues, but it is in all of the virtues at its testing point. Courage allows you to seek the potential in yourself and others. Courage allows you to get up and grab a hold of the day. It is also contagious once you see somebody being courageous. Courage is not the absence of fear, but what you do when fear is at its greatest. Courage is what is left in you when all around you is gone. He was the most courageous porcupine I've ever known.
Yeah.
We're going to do, what do you guys think? Should we do the slideshow now or share now, slideshow later? I was figuring, slideshow now, strong vote over there. I figured,
Get your story.
I figured that
What do you want to do?
apparently we're taking requests.
Get your story.
Okay. So, speaking about the slideshow, give me one second. Come down. Looking through all of these photos and everything, it finally hit me when I saw all of these vehicles and all these cool rides, all this stuff. It's like, no wonder I never got away with anything. I was driving all these cars. You want to keep track of your kids, give them some badass car. At least make it bright, right? That 49 Chevy, that's the brightest car in town. You can spot that from a mile away. So I understand it now, right? So, the denture story. That's
Oh
been
my
requested.
I don't know.
So, yeah, hey, too bad. So towards the end there, they were going to transfer him to a care facility, probably about three hours away. And I took off and came out here. And they loaded him up, put him in the ambulance, and nobody can find his dentures. And what this makes me think of is like the kid in grade school lost a retainer or something like that, and everybody's just rifling through the trash, right? They're gloved up, they're going to the bottom, right? And they make it there, and they can't find it. It's not there, right? They're calling the ambulance. The ambulance says they have. Nobody knows where, but Dad's teeth are gone, okay? He had dentures, in case you don't know, all right? His teeth are gone. He might need those, who knows? So, it was crazy too. Towards the end, like everybody just kind of came together. We just ran into so many blessed people that knew him and loved him. And when he got to the care facility, there was a lady that was like his nurse on dialysis, and so they just knew him, you know, and just invited him in everywhere he went. It was just love, you know, and they're call ahead over there, and nobody knows where they are. And so the nurse brings him in. Don't you shush that baby. The nurse brings him in and starts cleaning him up. He had a catheter, so as you know, that needed to be tended to, and she finds a washcloth tucked under the old family jewels. Finds his dentures. What in that? Nobody's like, well, how did they get there? I don't know. Can you just imagine him just unlocking those things? Ain't nobody taking these from me. Here we go. We're gonna kick off the slideshow.